When we were coming up with the idea on rethinking development design, what we were looking at was how exactly do we work with communities to figure out the evolution of what development practices look like. And this is because in the past, when we talk about development, it has always been local communities and people in the developing world looking to catch up with what the global agenda has set to determine that this is what development should look like. But these platforms do not give that much, um, what is it called? Not important. They do not give that much thought into what indigenous knowledge systems look like, or what exactly we term as growth and success from the local point of view. So when we talk about rethinking development design, we were looking at as communities, whether it is in rural Kenya or in urban areas, what exactly does development look like from our end? So from our youth groups, from our women groups, from our chamas, when we talk about moving ahead or growth, what exactly does that look like? And the reason that we started this conversation is because we are in the age of disruption, the age of information. Information is flowing more freely, and whatever systems it is that were set up before, as far as access to financing or access to education or even political access, whatever those systems look like is continuously changing. So what we termed as gaps as far as access to these amenities is concerned are actually being taken over by new innovations. For instance, in financing, before, access to finance or access to financial resources used to be qualified by access to amenities that are provided by a banking system. So do you have a bank account? Are you able to access the loan facilities that are provided by banks? But then this has changed with the age of mobile money, where we are seeing more and more people talking about becoming unbanked. So what exactly does financial exclusion look like in the age of being unbanked? When you look at things such as digital inclusion, before we were talking about the ability to have access to a tool that allows you to access the internet. But now we are talking about the skills. Do you have the skills that are required to be able to harness these resources and whatever it is that they're providing? As we are doing all of that, as we are catching up to these new innovations, what role do communities actually play in catching up with this? Because grassroots community organizations are still talking about gaps, or they're still trying to figure out gaps that are no longer, I don't want to call them obsolete, but are no longer relevant